Chair of Durham County Council, and I am Mayor of Durham. And I must say to honoured guests, welcome. You helped make this a significant event. Welcome to this 134th Durham Miners Gala. I grew up knowing it as the big meeting. The big meeting, it remains in my thoughts. May I firstly thank, on your behalf, the band that played this traditional moving piece, Gresford. It's a true tribute to our mining heritage. The composer, Robert Saint, was, I gather, from South Shields, a northeastern lad. Words cannot express fully the emotion that I feel today. I'm honoured to have the opportunity to play an active part in this historic event. It was a privilege for me to witness the passing of the banners this morning. I was on the balcony with a number of people. On my left-hand side was a Billy Middleton from Thornley. I'll speak on that just in a moment. I am asked, do I have any personal anecdotes or reflections? Well, in my youth, 4-year-old, so that's fairly young, I came here with my father holding his hand, wide-eyed, looking up to him while the banners passed by. We watched the banners. I, at 4-year-old, didn't know what was happening. I just knew that there was something very special going on here. And looking up at my father, who was a miner, who had just fought for 6 years in the Second World War, I looked up into his face and he was beaming with pride. Pride to be part of this. That must have been 1950. So I was fairly proud of this memory. But Billy Middleton on the balcony gave me a nudge. And he said he came here as a child in 1947. Our history stretches way back beyond that. I ask myself, have I gathered wisdom in my lifespan since those early years? This would be an egocentric view, a selfish question. We have to understand our history to give a context to it. I have in my office a map showing the coal mines distribution in the year 1950, when I first came here. Our landscape, this beautiful greening landscape that we have here now, was covered on the map in hundreds of coal mines. Our landscape was scarred by coal dust and coal pit heaps. Each village, however, will possess its memory of the losses of 2 world wars. Our families have given. That has to be understood by people in Westminster. Each village or churchyard has its memorial to coal miners whose lives were taken in disasters. My family has given. Our families have given. We have a culture. Brass bands and banners are part of it. But beneath that, I would put it to you that our culture holds a quiet vision. We know what we want, we know what we need. We need justice, we need fairness. My predecessor, Councillor Bill Kellett, My predecessor, Councillor Bill Kellett, and I decided last year to see for ourselves the operation of food banks in our county. Food banks are run by volunteers. Late one afternoon at a community centre, I witnessed a young woman sitting with a request for food, tick boxes being made. She was given a box of food, and whilst she was being interviewed for this box of food, she took a bar of chocolate from the box and began to eat it. She said, "May I eat this?" That was the first food that she had had that day. I put it to you, we need justice, we need fairness. We love our county. Our spirit, the light of our spirit, cannot be quenched. As you leave here today, please give thought to reflect upon the deeper meanings of our coming together today. Enjoy your day. My special day began in 1950. Your special day today in 2018. I know that I'm leaving you now, as I have to do, to go to the cathedral, where we will be witnessing the blessings of the County Durham Women's Banner Group. The blessings for Kibblesworth, the blessings for Morrison Busty, the blessings for Northern Region TUC banners. Perhaps some of you may join me and support the dedicated musicians and followers who come here to help us remember the commitment of all those people involved with this once traditional industry of coal mining. Now, I will go at this point, but I must pay a word of thanks to Red Hills for their continuing of this event. I read in my notes here, I hope that the tradition is kept going for many years to come. That's a bit weak. It has to continue, because we will continue. Thank you.
Thank you, John.